Meg embarrasses herself in front of real women leaders. Meg had always dreamed of rubbing elbows with the most powerful women in business and politics. As a junior account executive at a mid-sized marketing firm, she daydreamed about the day she'd be invited to the exclusive annual Women's Leadership Summit, where top female CEOs, entrepreneurs, and elected officials gathered to network, share insights, and strategize on advancing women in high-powered roles. So when Meg's boss informed her last month that she'd been selected to attend this year's summit on behalf of the firm, she was over the moon. This was her big chance to make connections, learn from the greats, and showcase her own leadership potential. All the long hours, racking her brain for creative campaign ideas and sucking up to the partners was about to pay off. Meg was going to the summit, but as soon as Meg stepped into the lavish hotel ballroom packed with distinguished women leaders, she felt completely out of her depth. The room was abuzz with confident, poised women discussing complex geopolitical issues, disruptive business models, and innovative social impact initiatives. Meg's mouth went dry as she clutched her chamomile tea and flimsy paper name tag, wondering how on earth she was going to impress these powerhouses. When the program kicked off and the keynote speaker, Olivia Chin, the renowned founder and CEO of a global nonprofit, took the stage, Meg was mesmerized. Olivia spoke eloquently about her organization's work fighting for gender equality and climate justice around the world, citing statistics and case studies effortlessly. Meg furiously scribbled notes, heart-pounding, desperate to retain every word. As the Q&A portion began, Meg's hand shot up immediately. This was her moment to shine. When Olivia called on her, Meg stood up, nervously smoothing her pencil skirt.
Olivia.
My name is Meg, and I'm so inspired by the incredible work your organization is doing. I was wondering, what advice would you give to young professionals like myself who are passionate about making a positive impact but don't know where to start? Meg asked, voice quivering. Olivia smiled warmly. That's a great question, Meg. I would say the most important thing is to start small and focus on the issues you care about most. Look for volunteer opportunities or entry-level roles at nonprofits aligned with your values. Be patient, work hard, and don't be afraid to speak up and share your ideas, even if you're the youngest or most junior person in the room. Meg nodded vigorously, scribbling down Olivia's words. That's really helpful, thank you. I'm so eager to get more involved and make a difference. Do you have any specific organizations you'd recommend checking out? Olivia opened her mouth to respond, but before she could, another woman in the audience interrupted. Excuse me, but I think we're all eager to hear from Olivia. Perhaps we could save the one-on-one questions for the networking session afterwards? Meg felt her face flush as all eyes turned to her. Oh, yes, of course, sorry about that, she stammered, sinking back into her seat. For the rest of the session, Meg kept her head down, afraid to draw any more attention to herself. When it was time for the networking break, she hovered awkwardly by the buffet table, hoping to avoid further embarrassment. But to her dismay, Olivia approached her, that warm smile still on her face. Meg, I wanted to follow up on your question. I'm actually very impressed that you're so passionate about making a difference. Have you heard of the Millennial Impact Fund? They provide grants and resources to young professionals launching social impact initiatives. I think it could be a great fit for you. Meg's eyes widened. The Millennial Impact Fund? No, I haven't heard of that, but it sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I'll definitely look into it. Olivia placed a hand on Meg's arm. Keep up the enthusiasm, Meg. The world needs more young people like you who are eager to create positive change. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to support you. As Olivia walked away, Meg felt a surge of both embarrassment and inspiration. She had completely mortified herself in front of her idols. But Olivia's kindness and encouragement had reignited her ambition. Meg was more determined than ever to prove herself and make her mark as a future women's leadership powerhouse.